Hey friends, Ryan here, and today we're going to be starting a little series on this Genesis machine by Stern. Like that Stern. That's right, this is like a 1977 or 78 Stern machine. And if you look at Alltech boards, it actually runs this thing. So it's got a set of pinball boards and displays. So we did a haul video on this not too long ago. So now we're gonna see if we can get it working. I'll admit, it's been a minute since I messed with this stuff, like the boards. Obviously doing restorations on some Bally machines right now, but we're gonna take it apart, see if we can figure out what's wrong with it, because I'm sure it's just a fuse. All right, there's no good way to do this, so yeah, back camera angles for a second. I own the damn keys. I'm sorry you're silhouetted. It is very bright. This is what it said. It's supposed to rain 90% of the time all freaking weekend, and here we are. It is quite humid though. All right. So this plexiglass, if that's not neat. I don't know why they didn't do that with their pinball. Set that over here. This thing, that hinge needs some work. All right, I'll bring you up here, make everybody dizzy. So, first thing I'm gonna do is unplug all the displays. Except for this one, that's number one. So, although the dude I bought this from, I mean, like, legit had it on and playing with it. Oh my god. Yeah, no wonder those aren't working. Half of those are Bally displays anyway. So if we blow one up, we would break one of them here, right? Okay, and then, so, first order of business, let's try and remember what in the hell. Actually, the first order of business is gonna be turn this off and take a bunch of pictures in case I mess it up. All right, got that done, got some stuff unplugged here. This is like all kinds of dirty, but this is the incoming power feed, and this is broke. I'm not 100% sure I have one of them, but that shouldn't affect functionality for the moment. The first thing we're going to do I don't know what my damn fuse puller is here. It's all good, I found it. So this is supposed to be a 10 amp. I don't see where it's marked. Why am I having trouble? 32 volt, 10 amp. Okay, one. I'm gonna get my smaller fuse puller. All right, here's the backup. This is the display, 3/4 amp. It's a 1 amp, so I don't know that I have any 3/4. I'll have to look. 4 amp. It's kind of covered in, come on, rust, but I'm pretty sure that says 4. This is 5. It's a 5 amp. That's the wrong. This is your 20 amp. 14 amp. I should have tested all these before I put them back in here. Start with that one. 3 amp. 3 amp. I'm pretty sure that 3 amp is supposed to be slow blow, which is kind of what this looks like. All right, running back and forth. You can tell fuse is bad by looking at it, but you can't tell if one is good. Good. Got the right profile. That one's good. 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 Come on. That one might not be good. Good. Yep, there we go. Good. All right. Now, put it on diode test here. And let's remember what the hell I'm doing here. Good. 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 I do need yellow, isn't it? Good. 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 Okay. I think these are all. Oh, that's a diode. I think I'm doing it backwards, so. It's so damn dark in here, I can't see the band. My lead. Seen better days. Come on. So this does have some corrosion on these resistors here. Like, does that say 10 ohm? No. 600 ohm. Yeah, I don't have one of them. That might be the whole problem right there. It's 25. Oops. So this big resistor might be dead. So that is the 600 ohm. Which is the chunk of my friggin' schematic here that's eaten. I think that's your 12 volts. Like I say, it's been a minute. Where does that go? So that goes here. Coil. I mean, that's your high voltage coils. So on me, yeah, see, I got some salvage ones a buddy gave me. So I'm gonna measure that and we'll go from there. All right, bonus points if you saw what I was doing wrong. Good Lord. So yeah, that may need to be replaced, obviously. All right, there's marks on here. Just make sure they're right. Test point 1, it's 5.4, it's 5.6. Test point 2, it's 230, which says 240. Test point 3, it's the 12 volt, it says 13.4. Test point 4 is the 7.3, and test point 5 should be, what does it say, 45? Again, that's the chunk that's eaten out of these displays, so I assume that's somewhere in there. So I'm gonna dig the lock out, plug her in, and we'll go from there. Find my keys and find the power cord stuck in the back here. All right, like I said, he had this plugged in, but we're gonna do the smoke test here. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I thought that was unplugged. All right, let me do some digging and figure out why in the hell that's still rolling when I've got this undone. Because this should be the power going out to all them things. Actually, it should be a brown and white wire. To to the pin reset motor. All right, hold on. All right, I think it's just made to reset a few times because I figure it out. Transformers on the way. All right. Find a good ground here. Dumbass. Be right here. Should be your 5.6 volts. Like I say, it's been a minute. So we're gonna go find this. Should be pin 1, 2. Why am I having so much trouble with this? Somebody tell me. Not doing it, dumbass. I am. All right, hold please. All right, I think I made a dumbass. So this is your 5 volts, which would be your power to your boards, which is the one we're getting a 0 on. Right, so if we move this over here, we're getting 170. It should be. It's a little light, but it's not in the load. Well, 3 should be your 12, 12 and a half. This should be your AC for your lights, 7.4. And this should be your 50 volts for your solenoids. So the problem why it's not working, obviously, is that. So I'm getting electro killed here. Test point 1 comes off of this bridge 1. Poking around, don't know what I'm doing. Which would be also this damn fuse here. So I'm thinking it's that bridge rectifier that's messed up. So if that ain't happy, nobody's happy. Although that may very well be a different ground. Probably break something here. Say, it's been a minute since I messed with this. All right. All right, we should have 7 something volts AC across the entry points. Nothing. Just being a total dumbass, y'all can just scream at me. You saw it, we tested it, it was good, so I think that's gonna be our problem. So, we also have these on here for this one. I might just pull this fuse, stick it in there and see if that works, and then we will pull it out. Maybe swap this resistor here and this if it's working. So, hold please. All right, I've been poking around a little bit. If you look here, this is our suspect. In between E9 and E10, going through F1, we should have 7.8 volts. Even coming into this bridge rectifier, right? So it's not bad, or it is bad. But, you know, so we figure out how to get the damn thing plugged back in. Here we go. All right. There's a bit of a funky smell. Not burning, but like old grease or something. So if we put this on volts AC and we measure from E9, which is the bottom of this fuse here, up to E10, which is this corner of this bridge, we get 8.9, which is a little higher than our expected 7.3. But if we come up here, oh, well, now it's working. So, our output across that thing should be 5.4 volts. So our input here should be 8.8, but you see, damn, wrong thing again. So the problem was it wasn't getting from here up to here, but now it is, because of probably pulling that damn thing in and out a few times. So this should be our 8.8. not. It's so aggravating. So, yeah. I can measure to there on the fuse. And there. So this damn fuse holder, like, it has a broken solder joint or something on it. Huh. It really does have a funky smell to it. Fucking shock here. So what we need to do is take this off, check the back of this, see if we can get some continuity going, and go from there. But if we unplug it, pull this out here, I really need to find my fuse puller. Then we check our continuity between here on the fuse holder and here. We have continuity now. Up here. That might actually just be a big problem. So I'm going to get some sandpaper and we're going to clean that damn thing before I start taking stuff apart. All right, now with the help of my Dremel, we go from here, 0.6, and this meter runs 0.4, half an ohm by itself. 0.7, 0.6. So, plug her back in and try it again. All right, so volts AC coming from here to here, 9.1. Coming off, 7. Hooray! A little hot, but so we fixed that. Bastard fuse holder, there we go. All right, so almost 7. $173 to 12.7. 51 and 7.7. So with that, we can move along. All right. We plug some more wires in and we'll check out the solenoid driver board there and see how it's looking voltage wise. I'm gonna take off that cover though before we get to it. All right. Hooked all those up because honestly this schematic is smarter than me right this second, and I think honestly I think this is in and this is out, but it's been a minute. And this, I don't know if it had connected on there or not. Let me check. All right, obviously it did. That runs pins 8, 9, and 10. So I haven't plugged it in yet, but the guy did have it on, so we'll see. So we're gonna check all our damn test points if I can see them. All right, we're gonna do the smoke test, ready? 3, 2, 1. I don't hear anything locked on. We got that going for us. All right, test point 1 is 5 volts DC. Stick our happy little probe here in a nice ground. And again, I swear these all damn move every time I come in here. I think this is a 1. It's a little hot. Test point 2 should be 175 ground, 175. Test point 2. Don't get shocked. It's almost 200. Test point 3, 6, and 7 should be 5. Six. 5.1, 7. 4.7, 4.8. What was the other one I said? 3. Shout it out if you see 3. It's very hard to see because it's like back up in the damn middle of the cabinet. 4.7. Again, if you replace this capacitor, I think it fixes all that. 6, 7, 4. 4 should be 230 volts. Does anyone remember where the hell 4 is? Good Lord, I've been doing EMs for too long. 6, 7, 3, 5. Is that it right there? $278. All right, 5 should be 11.9, which is this top one right here. Sorry, I got my multimeter. $16. It might be a little hot, but all right, we're gonna get a. Let's see that. All right, the display should be more like 175 on test point 2. Longer leads and longer arms. Going the wrong way. 75. Okay, let's try it one more time. Yep. All right, is this one still way high? 279, which is high as shit. They must have this thing high tapped. Yeah, it says it's set for 115. This is a 120 volt house. So we're gonna have to fix that real quick. 3, 6, and 7. Let's try those one more time. 3. Let's put multimeter. 5.17. 4.9. 4.9. 5. Almost 16. 1. 5.8. All right, I didn't want to mess with it this much, but I think I'm gonna pull this out, set it for 120, and retry these voltages, because this is gonna fry shit if I plug it in like this. It hasn't already. All right, sorry, it's kind of silhouetted. So 1 and 9, and 1 and 3 connected, and 9 and 11 connected is for 115 volts. We need to change it to 1 and 5 connected. That one's fine, and then 5 and 7 need to be connected. So let me break out my soldering iron, and we'll get that done real quick. All right, got her done. Let me put it back together and we'll start over again. All right, we're gonna do something stupid here, which is, we got all that done. We measured voltages, they're better-ish. I'm gonna rebuild all this and do all the connectors soon, but I just wanna see if it's gonna work, you know? All right, so we got this input power plugged into the CPU or MPU here. I think that's the only one you need. New folders. I give this board about a 0% chance of working, but here's your LED. It's red. See what happens. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Maybe 3, 2, 1. And we are locked on. So that is gonna be, because of all the freaking corrosion. Just for S&Gs. Test point 3 should be 21.5 volts DC, which is this one. 23.7. Test point 2 is 14-ish. Schematic. 14.8. Test point 5 should be our 5 volts. My little toddler is on a freaking tear. Test point 4 should be your ground, I think. Yeah, that's your ground. What was I looking for? 5. Oop. Someone shouted out, where the hell is it? Figure these boards out again. It's been a minute, like I said. Two, 1. Come on, man. Making me look bad here. Hmm. 1, 4. Duh. This 0.5 is 1.5 volts. So I am not the big schnazzy fancy pants. Low side L2. Where the hell is L2? I'll be here all day waiting for me to figure this out. Anyway, riveting stuff here. Let me know how bored you are. So I think that is obviously our problem. Sorry, I'm looking for one more thing and then we'll call it. Seven. So we should have we got 1.5 volts there. So 1.5 volts coming into the board. I mean, you would think. This is so much smarter than me right now. Ridiculous. Pins 16 and 17. One, two, three, 4, Count, Jesus Christ. All right, we have 5 volts coming in, but not getting through. Test point 1 and test point 5. We already tested, and they all about 1.5. So wherever the hell that goes, across L2. Anyone know what the hell, that's an inductor, right? What the hell an inductor looks like? I won't bore you with this too much longer. All right, I've been poking around here for quite a while. So if I measure the voltage up here at these chips, we are getting right at 5 volts. So, you know, but I've tried shorting pins 39, 40, all that, poking around. I think all the clock signals are working. This thing might be bad, but I don't know that for sure. Nothing will make this stop being locked on, which you would, allegedly, all you gotta do is trigger the reset and it turns on. I don't know. I don't know, I may be doing this wrong. Let me give myself a damn shock here. I don't know. I'll poke around a little bit more. But I think the solution is probably an Alltech, because even if I fix this damn corrosion, it's gonna go crazy. Yeah, so I think we'll leave it there with this little buzzkill of a video, but we did fix the 5 volts. So if I were more tempted, I'd go get the Alltech out of my Star Trek and see if it boots up. I did do the shorter transistor to ground, and it did knock a couple pins up. So, you know, but we can't test the displays. We can't really do anything until we get this to boot. And like I said, I could spend the time to redo this, but it looks like someone already kind of has, and well, maybe not. It's not terrible. But again, you spend all that time doing it and could very well still be dead. So I don't know, maybe we'll try and fix it just to say we did, but I don't know, I have to look at the back of the board. All right, well, keep it real. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, and if you stay this long, just comment like tacos or something, because you must be hungry. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time when we tackle this some more. Later.